Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new show, Talk of the Toon Worldwide, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here on NUFC Talk TV. Welcome to a new show. Hit the likes, subscribe, do all you need to do. One thing, my apologies for not changing the time of the stream. I thought I had done it with a million things in my head. Um, I didn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And the people, and nice of the people that were just decided to stay on and chat and banter a little bit. So everybody, thank you. Over 100 and something comments. Unbelievable, unbelievable stuff. So sorry about that, but we're back. We're back, and appreciate Mighty Mag. Appreciate AG for reaching out to me and letting me know. I was actually practicing with my little boy outside playing baseball, and so he let me know. And it's kind of hard getting signal outside, but we made it work. So appreciate that, AG, and all the mods. And of course, I see that the Queen of Heart is there. Welcome, Queen. Paul Gardner, Beer Riken, everybody out there. Please, I appreciate it. Appreciate you, Helzuzar, Sean, Ian Fleming, of course, Mad Mag, everybody out there. Thank you so much for your support. So we got to talk about the latest Newcastle news. We might get somebody from a different part of the world. As you know, this is the show for that. But we will see if that's going to happen. Welcome, Jacko97, to being a member of the website. It's free. You can just join with your email and stay up to updated on the latest trending news of Newcastle United. So you can do that. Also, please vote for for the awards. The awards show is tomorrow, 10 p.m. Tomorrow, Thursday. Who's going to be your favorite pundit that wins it? I haven't even checked yet, so we will see what happens there. It's probably going to be, I don't know, Roy, maybe got possibility.
Hopefully,
Mighty
yeah.
win has possibilities, of course.
Roy's opened
No.
25 email accounts.
Oh yeah, Roy. You know Roy's got different email accounts and voted for himself. You got the
Vote for the
newcomers.
Royster. Don't vote for Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, you got newcomers award as well. Malaysia Dom is there.
And Dom,
You got
my vote goes to Dom.
yeah. Well, DX is also there, so
No,
he'll
no,
he'll he'll
no,
he'll
no.
feel blessed if that he'll feel happy that you said that. But a lot of newcomers there, So go on and vote for them. And anyways, we shall get started. You know the usual suspects right now, so we don't have to introduce anybody. We can get right down to the news. And another exclusive by Craig Hope on Twitter at probably this was at 12 midnight. Is it midnight over there? Why is it saying 12 p.m.? Well, whenever it was, it doesn't matter. Exclusive. Dan Ashworth tried to cover tracks by deleting emails sent to NUFC account, revealing secret talks with Man United, and later claimed comments by Eddie Howe made his position untenable.
Yes, I was waiting for that bullshit. Absolute
So
bullshit by
what was that, man? I didn't hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was waiting for someone to bring that up. But that's absolute bullshit. That's a bullshit move by Ashworth. Amateur move.
Yeah,
I hate it.
Well, I mean, was it a mistake? Obviously, it must have been. I highly doubt that he would do that.
No, I think Dom's talking about him blaming Eddie Howe.
Oh, blaming Eddie Howe. Oh, but well, yeah. That's right. That's right. But I mean, I don't know
I hate him so much. I hate him so much.
Anyways, all right, let's get it. Let's get to the comments. I mean, Mighty Wing, what do you think about this whole situation? The plot is getting thicker and thicker by the day, and new stuff is coming out about this. But this is
interestingly, very interestingly, Terry on the football terrace was saying today, he's Man U fan, and he's saying, well, Man U have got nothing to worry about because the email went from Barada, who's on gardening leave with City, to Ashworth, who's on gardening leave from Newcastle, so it doesn't affect Man United. Except, Terry, it was all done on an Ineos email account. And who owns Ineos? Your 25% shareholder. So, yes, he did know all about it, and Man United knew all about it, and they've known all about it all along. They are going to pay through the nose, or they're going to get sued rotten.
Well, so you're saying that Ratcliffe wasn't in the email? I mean, we don't know that.
Yeah, we do. It was an Indian.
Wasn't the email with that? I thought it was just a conversation between the city ex.
It was
Director.
between Barada
Right.
and Ashworth,
Yeah, but
on an NEOS email account.
yeah, that's
NEOS.
on the Newcastle account, obviously.
No. Ashworth mistakenly, inadvertently copied the email to his Newcastle account. That was the blunder that he dropped. He copied the email. I'm saying he copied it. He's probably just got protocols set up for handling these emails, which copy emails to his Newcastle account. And that was the one that was seen.
But the thing is, we don't know.
But the email was from an INEOS account to an INEOS account, from Barada to Ashworth.
Yeah, but where is Radcliffe involved? I mean, if he's not in the emails, as in like a third party account, a third account.
But he owns INEOS. It's an email account that they're using.
But but I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they would say, well, that's a different company.
Barada is on gardening leave.
Right. He shouldn't have done that, but he is not part of
have
Man
any
U at the time.
ties with Manchester United or INEOS or Radcliffe or anybody else.
No, okay. I think what Win is trying to say is that because he's using the INEOS account, he's not supposed to be part of the INEOS group.
Yet.
Because he's not supposed to be part of the INEOS group because he's still on gardening leave. So if he's using an INEOS email, which means that he's somehow incorporated into the organization. So you haven't joined the company yet, but you've got the company email, isn't it?
Yeah, but if
and the same with Ashworth.
Yep. This company
to try and say that Man United have got nothing to do with it when it's an INEOS account and INEOS are 25% holders of Man United, just doesn't hold any water.
I mean, I get your point. But I think he can get away with it for that. Because
how can you get away with it? Why should INEOS be contacting Barada other than through Manchester City? They're not allowed to talk to Barada because he's on gardening leave.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I agree that it doesn't. They
can contact him through Manchester City, the same as Man United can contact Ashworth through Newcastle United. Because currently.
The key difference here is if they use a personal account, might be a different story. But if they use an INEOS account, then they just shot themselves in the foot.
That's right.
Because by using the INEOS account, it shows that even though they're supposed to be on gardening leave, but somehow they're part of the Manchester United structure.
I mean, it's a blunder on any possible way you look at it, and I just don't understand. I can't understand how a billionaire, somebody else that's a billionaire that does this for a living, like Ashworth, and another dude that should be a director that has common sense, like Ashworth. How do they fall into this trap that just makes absolutely no sense? It just doesn't make sense.
They're just numpties, man. They're numpties.
Yeah, but I mean, I agree. Obviously they are.
Okay, but here's a different view.
Nobody would ever have known about it if the emails hadn't been copied to his Newcastle United account.
But
we would never have known that he had an INEOS email or that Barada had an INEOS email account. Nobody would have known. But the fact that Ashworth copied the emails into his Newcastle United account is how it's come to light.
But
it tells us one thing. The mistake tells us one thing. Ashworth is not an idiot, right? So he doesn't make those mistakes every day. So it tells us one clear thing. This is not the first communication. There's been a ton of communications. There's been loads of communications, and he let one slip by mistake. That's all. So it literally tells us that they have been in contact for a long time. This fucker is a crook.
Yeah,
he's a massive crook.
Yeah, I agree with 100% of what you're saying, and all of you. But I'm just trying to um, look at it pessimistically. I want them to get the extent of the law, but I don't know that they will because I just can't believe they're this stupid. It's as successful as they can be, as they are. Now, if you look at the ownership of Man United, Trollers, is that the same as Ineos?
Ineos is the company that Jim
because
Radcliffe
because
owns.
I see right, but I see that 27% of Man United is owned by Trollers Ltd.
Well,
Radcliffe
they,
owns Trollers, but that
yeah,
doesn't mean that Ineos is. Um, I mean,
it
yeah, I'm
doesn't
just
matter. Radcliffe owns Ineos.
yeah, no, no.
Yeah,
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
well, I said it doesn't matter.
No, because if he has nothing, you can own McDonald's, but that has nothing to do with Man United. You can have more you can own different companies, but why does that have to do with Man United? That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Well,
Now, if you told
if you can't see it, you can't see it. But it's there in black and white.
no, I don't think it's black and white. I mean, I think that's what you want to see, and I understand why you want to see it. However, you
No,
got to look at the you
it's
got to
what
look
it
at the
is.
technicality. You got to look at the technicality because
Yeah,
that's what
it's
they're going
what
to
it
go
is.
for. That's what they're going to go for. Like you're going to go to the literal thing, not what we think and
It's like
should and
exactly
shouldn't
what they're
happen.
saying about Newcastle United and the PIF, Saudi PIF.
Right.
They're saying they've said that football clubs cannot be owned by a state,
Hmm. So
and
PIF owns it. You
and
see,
we are saying that PIF is not a state; it's a company.
well, and essentially that's what the Premier League has. I mean, even though everybody knows who owns the PIF let the purchase go through because PIF is a company that of a million companies that Saudi Arabia has.
Yeah.
So you see what I'm saying? Like
Okay,
I
wait.
don't
Okay,
know.
wait. Okay, wait. Okay. I mean, let's try to simplify this. The idea is this: Radcliffe runs MU now. Okay. Uh, Ineos is Radcliffe. Radcliffe is Ineos, right?
He's the owner, right?
So,
Yeah.
so okay. So Ashworth and Brada should not have anything to do with Radcliffe or Ineos.
No, that's 100%.
Yeah, but if Ashworth and Brada are communicating using an Ineos account, it's more that it's not just suspicious. It confirms that they are involved with Ineos. Because
I
I give you
get
an
that.
example. Yeah,
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't have a company the company email of a company which I'm not supposed to be working for. But if suddenly like Dom at whatever company.com, if the email comes out, then it's more than it's not just suspicious. It confirms that one way or another I'm involved with that company, but I'm not supposed to be,
Correct.
and that's exactly the case. Because the point is, uh, for Manchester United, Radcliffe controls the entire operations of Manchester United,
Right.
and Radcliffe is Ineos.
No, I get that. Obviously, I mean, but listen, I'm
Well,
just trying to
I
look at
can't see where the ambiguity is lying then, with
because
you.
if I know that Radcliffe owns Ineos,
And
but
Ineos
Ineos,
owns,
that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that Trollers Ltd owns Man United.
yeah, and
That's
Turas LCD was a company that was set up specifically for the takeover, which is wholly owned by Ineos.
well, okay. So if that's true, because I'm just seeing that Trollers owns nothing to do with Ineos. But if you're saying that Ineos owns Trollers, it's like owner of a company of a company of a company. I get that. If Ineos is owns Trollers, who owns Man United, then I can see that being
Yeah,
100%
well,
what you're saying.
that is the case.
Well, I'm just saying I don't see that here. So, well, but if it does,
So because
then it
okay,
should be
okay,
black.
okay,
It should be black and white. Then it should be black and white. It should be no discussion. So the Premier
Correct.
League
exactly.
and actually Man City should also be involved in this in one
They are.
answer.
There will
So
be, yeah, there will be.
and it just
Yeah, I
but
mean you don't go and mess with the Middle East, man. You don't mess with the Middle East. They've got money. They've got traction. They've got pull. If they didn't take this all the way, I'd be surprised.
Oh,
right.
they will.
You've got
But
literally
what do you expect? What can we expect? What can Newcastle expect? Money for Ratcliffe, which was already going to have to happen anyway.
Well, that's
That's no
what
punishment.
will be done to settle the dust. Is Man United will agree to pay the compensation that was asked for to both ourselves and to Man City. That's what'll happen.
Yeah.
Because if they don't, they'll face charges. They'll face tapping up charges from the FA and the Premier League. Could be banned from competitions. Anything could happen. They will not take that risk.
That's right.
And we will still sue.
But you understand why? See, it makes no sense though. It makes no sense. They should get punished. They did. They committed the crime. So the paying for Ashworth was going to have to happen anyway, because that's the only way that the contract was going to get resolved, if they follow the rules or not. You have to pay. They were, I guess, trying to. I don't even know if they sit down to negotiate, to be honest, before all this came out. So a pay for Ashworth was always going to happen.
Right. So we don't know what was going on behind the scenes, but what we do know is that Man United officially and correctly approached Newcastle United to sign Ashworth, to take Ashworth off us.
Eventually,
and Newcastle United said, right, okay, you want him, he wants to go, he can go, it's going to cost you XYZ. They said, we're not paying XYZ. They said, right. So they put Ratcliffe on gardening leave.
Yeah.
So on gardening leave, you're not allowed to talk to any other football clubs because you're still getting paid by Newcastle United. Same with Barada at Man City. He's still getting paid by Man City. So they're not allowed to talk to other football clubs.
Oh yeah.
And they've obviously been doing so via email.
Well, they're going to be able to track how far, no matter if they delete it or not. That doesn't get deleted. They'll be able to track to the first contact and see what they've actually talked about.
Correct. And then apart from anything else, Ineos through Man United will be told that they've got to divulge everything that they know, and if they don't, they'll get a more severe punishment, similar to what Everton did when they didn't. Like Nottingham Forest came clean, so they didn't get as big a points deduction as Forest.
Yeah,
because Everton originally tried to cover some stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't open with the investigation.
Arsenal, the group says, Chris, I'm not joking. Goldbridge once on a stream said that he is sure Ashworth is intelligent enough not to have communication line through his official mails. He can meet Man U people at a basement of a bar. Well, obviously, he was completely wrong. And it surprises me, to be honest with you, that these people are this stupid. And good is good because we caught them. But now I just want to say one thing. This is just, obviously we're talking about football, but this is a crime in football, in the Premier League, is what I'm saying. It's a crime in the Premier League. I mean, not going to go to prison, but it's a crime. Meaning, they got to do they have to do an investigation, and from what I'm reading, they can now, with probable cause, investigate Ashworth's personal email account.
Yeah.
So this goes. It's not like, well, check out my NUFC email that I just copied one email. No, that can actually now look at everything that now if he has
absolutely
twat@gmail.com and has one hidden, well, I'm sure they'll be able to trace what's going on there. Outlook, Gmail, whatever the hell. So they should find, and this is the Premier League. I would assume they would have good investigators, IT investigators, and they should
provided they're not protecting Manchester United.
Maybe Ratcliffe just thought I'm the shit, and what's going to happen? You know what I mean? It's just maybe that's what I don't know, man. I just find it hard to believe that this is what's
I think that's absolutely what's happened. The Ratcliffe's gone in there and thinking he can do stuff with football similar to all the stuff he's done with Formula One, and just ride roughshod over all the rules and regulations.
Yep. Man Mag,
and by the way, if Ashworth hadn't been daft enough to copy the email to the NUFC. There would have been no evidence, so he would have got away with it.
Yeah.
And
Tristan.
he could be sitting there saying, we're not going to pay you compensation. Let him sit in the
Right.
garden. You pay his wages.
Yeah.
We'll get him when he's ready.
Yeah. Tristan, what I was not getting is that when I look up the ownership of Man United, I see the 27%, 27.7 is owned by Trawlers Ltd. I didn't say Ineos. Now, the Mighty Win is telling me that Ineos owns Trawlers. Well, 100% I agree with him now. But if Ineos had, by law, had nothing to do with Man United, then I see where they could use that as, well, this is a separate company owned by the same person, but I mean, he's an owner nonetheless. He doesn't run everything other than, obviously, that's what I was trying to get to. But now that Mighty Wayne is saying that Ineos owns Trawlers and owns essentially like the mother company of everything, well,
Yeah.
then obviously that makes sense. So there we go. So right there, Biking is Trawlers is a subsidiary of Ineos. All right, so let's go with some comments because people have stuff to say. Beer Viking Ashworth ain't got a leg to stand on. He was hoping taking them to arbitration would force them to settle. There's no settling now. Newcastle United
That's
should
not
get
gonna happen
every
now.
penny, and maybe that is maybe Newcastle will say it depends because some people will say no. Let's go to punishment, and you pay me on top of that if you want them out. Or
I don't care
some
about
people.
man. Whatever regulations Brada and Ashworth had coming to them, I want to see it. I hope to see it through fully. I don't care about the money.
Yeah. Because
They've got money.
some people will say that they want punishment and the money. Some people will say, well, now just get me the money I want and whatever the hell you want to do. Which, at the end of the day, it doesn't seem like a punishment because you were still going to get money for Ashworth, or you're supposed to anyway. Paul Gardner says surely they have to pay compensation now if they want Ashworth. Bikin says you don't get a company email if you're not working for the company. Ronald Wood, the Man U fans reckon we are crying on Craig Hope's ex, and we are not. We definitely want Ashworth, the deluded F-wits. They can have Pritchard's little shite Doylems. Oh, man. Love it. And the Mad Max saying he rose to glory on the backs of others, jumped ship when he smelt Saudi money, and then dropped his sneakers when Jim came knocking. The man's a joke and been found out. Simple as that. And also says Trollers is a substitute. Yeah, there we go. Yep. I mean, I don't know what else to talk about this. To be honest with you, I mean, we just gotta hope and that they will get to the bottom of it. I'm sure it's not done, and more stuff is going to be coming out on this case in particular. But do you guys have anything to say about this?
No, just get their wrists well and truly slapped, and let's have some money.
Hell yeah, man! You know that ultimately.
And if Man United can get docked a few points in the process, happy days.
Well, I
Why
think
not?
that to us, they don't. I don't think the Premier League respect us yet, or our power, or our. They don't respect us yet. So maybe on that side they wouldn't mess with other. But the fact that City is involved, if City, current champions, are affected by this and they want to put their foot down with Newcastle United, I think they can get something out of. I think
Yep.
you can get a punishment, and they should get punishment. What the hell is this? This is a big deal, man. This is not. You can't be doing stuff like this, behind the scenes. So this is a big, and you're setting the precedent for the Premier League. If there is no actual punishment, I mean, we're just in no man's land. This is the Wild West, and I'm not. I mean, any club can do whatever the hell they want now. If they don't get punishment out of this one. So, but we shall see what happens, I guess. I guess today was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano again that very, very close. Newcastle United are closing in on Lloyd Kelly. That everything is agreed on Lloyd Kelly, and talks are very much advanced. So, I mean, it looks like we're going to have two good center backs right now, folks. That's good, and they're free.
Well, they're free, but they'll know they'll be paid a substantial signing on fee and obviously their wages.
Yeah, it'll be high wages.
But it's a great double signing. If
Step forward,
it
this,
comes
yeah.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
especially in the situation we are in at the minute with Lascelles and Botman. Fantastic. It means we can
Right.
spend our money where it needs to be spent up front.
Well, still talks about goalkeeper, man. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, as I say, if I could get Ramsdale for 15 million, I'd probably take him. But I wouldn't be paying 40 or 50 million for a keeper.
Ratcliffe, you're gonna get Ratcliffe for 20 minutes, 20 millions. You mean Ramsdale?
Ramsdale.
Ramsdale.
Yeah. I think we should look at that. If we really need a goalkeeper, to be honest with you, I don't know who's
I
made this.
would hold Dubravka to his contract.
Well, you can't do that if he wants to leave. Trust me.
But you can.
No, you can't, man.
Yeah,
Contracts,
I'd sell
come
him.
on.
I'd sell him.
Contracts in football mean nothing anymore, Mighty Win. Yeah, it just means you're gonna sell him for less than you wanted to, man. If he wants to go, I'm telling you, bro. He hasn't flown to Australia. That's a big sign.
No, but Gillespie did, and what does Gillespie do? He wins us the competition.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, competition, my ass.
I just found out today, the quiz. One of the kids at the quiz is Mark Gillespie's cousin.
Is that right? Oh wow, is that right? Man, you gotta get his contacts, man.
Shut up, man.
Oh my god. Anyways, we got 100 people watching, folks. Please hit the likes, smash the likes, subscribe if you're new. Late Night Talk of the Toon Worldwide. We got Don from Malaysia. We got Roy from Qatar. Mighty Winners in Newcastle. I'm in America. So listen, we're having a nice time. Quinn Hart says, Chris, you're right. Ratcliffe is full of shite. Stephen Howe, Ashworth wasn't even on garden leave when the email exchange occurred. It was prior to him being put on garden leave. Oh,
Tapping up.
When was
before
it?
he
Was it
was-
Well, I saw
February?
the dates. I saw the date. The email, I think, is 23rd of February. And I asked on one of the shows, I said, when was he actually put on gardening leave?
I have
Wasn't
no
it
idea.
18th?
And,
No.
and somebody said it was March. So I mean, that's just damns him even more.
Okay. Guilty.
That's
Yep.
Guilty as charged. Now that's a bit, dude. I don't see as much. I see it on when you put hashtag NUFC, it pops up, but nowhere else they're talking about this. Trust me. Some NU fans talking shite, but this is not getting the coverage that it deserves. This is you
Don't
can't
worry,
do this, man.
It'll build momentum. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, well, we shall see. And Beer Viking says, Mason, let's hope they never go through John Sinclair's email. Leave John Sinclair alone, man. He's a nice lad. He's a nice lad, man. He's only been a Toon fan, never anything else. Mansell Hansel says Ratcliffe is arrogant twat who thinks his shit don't stink. The guy is a total bell end. Yeah, he needs to comb his damn hair, man. He looks.
They are all technical expressions in the financial world, I take it.
Oh, the Mighty Wins official fan club, man. You haven't been on in a while, brother. You must not be.
You was on last night, man.
Was he? No, he
Yeah.
wasn't. I didn't see him. All right, and we got.
He didn't have that handsome picture on it.
Well, that's the only picture he's had. That's the Mighty Wins official account, man. Okay, so any thoughts on Tarzan and Lloyd Kelly? I mean, it's almost a done deal, man. So now we can focus, like Mighty Win was saying, you can focus on the upfront. But yeah, the question was, I mean, it looks like we're focusing on the goalkeeper. Do we really? But that's my question, though. Because you said if we can get Ramsdale for 20 million, I'll take it. But why?
No, I said 15.
15. But why do we need to get a goalkeeper? It's not like we need it though. Wouldn't we want to take care of what we need and then worry about that?
Well, I agree. I don't think we do need a goalkeeper.
I
don't think he would come anyway.
No, I think he wants to leave Arsenal.
He wouldn't come to leave to be number 2, I don't think.
He's not going to come to be a number 2, and he knows Pope is going to be number 1. And then Pope is not going to be happy that Ramsdale's there because Pope is going to be threatened. Feels like
you can't think about that. I've got to start thinking bigger than that now.
Yeah.
I mean, you got like Ortega went to Man City, even though he knows he's going to be number 2.
Yeah. But he's guaranteed loads of trophies there without playing. So I can see him going to Brighton or West Ham or something, Ramsdale.
Yeah.
But I don't think Eddie is ready for. I don't think he's ready for all that. What is it? Even though we might be going to conference next season, I don't see Eddie as being ready for that. To start swapping his keepers for Europe and home. So I don't see a keeper because I don't really see Eddie doing this yet. He might do it eventually, but not yet.
Well,
so
I agree with a little bit. If you're implying this, because I think if you bring a goalkeeper, you're gonna stare at the hornet's nest, and I don't think that Eddie wants to do that at the moment. Like, and I'm not even because I think that Eddie's got a back end of his own career. I guess is a Toon manager at the moment. He's done enough in Newcastle to say, "Well, I want this, I want that." But he's not to the level of Guardiola that can bring on any player for any amount and just say, "Let me work and you'll see." I don't think he's to
I
that
don't think
level
that's
yet.
down to Eddie. That's down to money, isn't it?
Well, I understand that.
I haven't got the money.
I understand that, but I think that Eddie, in this particular situation that we have PSR issues, he should be in the conversation and say, "Well, I don't need a goalkeeper. So if you're gonna not give me the striker that I want or the midfielder that I want, just because you guys think, I mean, I'm just saying, you guys think that we need a goalkeeper, then I'm telling you, I don't need another goalkeeper. We got Dubs, or he might say, listen, we're saying that Cardiff is gonna leave, but maybe he'll say, or he might say, look, we extended Gillespie's contract, and he'll be number 2. Well, I'm just saying, man, don't shoot the messenger. But he might just said that. But I was going to ask you guys before I forget, why not just sit down and have a conversation with Dubs and say, man, next season, because I, as a manager, I mean, there are players and there are other players. Get my point. There are players that play already that you know they're coming to the pitch. Joe Linton, Bruno Guimaraes, more than likely Tonali. Who else could it be? That Isak, players that you know they're going to start, right? And there are other players. You can tell Dubravka, look, man, I promise you, next season, Pope and you are starting from zero. You're going to earn your spot.
Yeah,
I can't guarantee you because I'm a manager. The manager's bullshit conversation. I can't guarantee you're going to be, because I can't guarantee anybody that's a starter, and that's the truth, except a few players. So, but I mean, Dubravka, if he's really asking for that number 1 spot starting no matter what, I think it's a little bit, because where is he going to go? He can start where? Palace, Bournemouth. He can start.
no,
He's
no,
not
no.
going to. He's not going
He's
to go
not
to a
better
top
than the
team and
Palace
start.
keeper.
Well, I'm just an example, but he's not going to a top team in the Premier League and start. I mean, it's So what does he really want?
I'm just trying to find out how much he's on.
I think he'll end up going to maybe a Spanish or a French club.
Yeah,
that's what I think. 1 or 2 more seasons and then done.
I think Dubs, it's got to be on 50 grand a week, let's say. And who's going to pay him 50 grand a week? Other than a Premiership club.
Maybe one of the 3 promoted teams as well. So maybe Ipswich or I don't know, Southampton or Leeds or one of those. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
But there's another option. Ed, you can sit with him and say, look, Pope's going to play the league games. I'm going to give you the early stages of the domestic cups, so you can play the League Cup games, and he can play the early group stages in the Conference League, which is the easy 6 games in a group. So maybe that's at almost 10 games. And then once we got to the second round or quarterfinal, semi-final of the FA Cup or League Cup or the Conference League, then that's when Pope's back in. And then, because I don't think we need to put our first team players in the Conference League at the beginning. It's easy. It's piss easy.
I agree.
Right.
Maybe once we get to the quarterfinal or round of 16, that's when some of the teams from the Europa Leagues
40
drop
grand a
drop
week,
in.
Martin Dubravka.
Yeah, that's not much.
Right.
Well, it's not much by Premier League standards,
Yeah, so
but it's
yeah,
an
it'll be a
awful
lot of
lot by
money for
anybody
Spanish
else's
clubs.
standards.
Yeah, so I don't think he'll end that with that wages. I don't think he'll go to Spain or France.
I don't think he'll go
Yeah,
anywhere. and
Yeah.
we can stop him going anywhere. And it
if he
could
stays,
be in his
then happy
interest.
days.
It could be in his interest to stay because he knows, right, I'll do another year here on 40 grand a week instead of taking a pay cut somewhere else. And then I'll be on a free transfer. I'll get a good, signing on fee from somebody. Happy days all round.
Happy
Yeah.
days, man.
I'll be happy if he stays. I'll be happy if he stays. Him, Gillespie, Pope. That's enough. And maybe bring one of the kids up.
I've
Even
been.
though I've
I
heard
agree.
I think it's time for me to let the dog out. And my dog is Roy Caviani. There is somebody in the chat called Sir Bozo who's a Man U fan. Talking, I think he's got Declan Rice. Is that no? That's not Declan Rice. That's who's that? Who is that? The Liverpool fan.
no,
Liverpool
that's
player.
Sabozlai.
Sabozlai. So
that's a
you
Liverpool
remind
fan.
no. Well, he's saying we're gonna take Man U this, Man U that. So I guess he's confused on where. But anyways, go on,
Yeah,
man.
I think he is.
He's talking shit.
Deluded manure fan, as
Yeah, man.
usual.
Talking about Newcastle, not a big club. He's coming to Ineos. The company Ineos doesn't mess around. Doesn't mess around. What he been messed around. You want to messed around, man.
Bozo. We all know what Bozo is. Bozo's a clown, and you are a clown.
He's a
Bozo.
child. Give him a break. He's a child. He's talking through his ass. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He has no idea about legal implications and context. So he sounds like a 13-year-old who's
We all know Madonna's best song
Who
is.
stayed up too late.
Stay up too late,
Yeah,
man. You gotta go.
you know what Madonna's best song is? Like a virgin. Yeah, going on YouTube.
Banani. There you go.
There you go. He's never seen one. He's never seen one. That's for sure.
Banani.
I'm the only virgin on this panel.
There you go. Yeah.
Maybe in 1940 you were.
Yeah.
Who's the twat?
All right. Anyways, but let's keep going. But I think Ronald Wood was talking about they're going 60 million for this goalkeeper from Valencia, and I don't know, man. The price is getting too crazy for the rumors. I'm not paying over. I mean, he's good, man, but we're not going to pay that on a goalkeeper at the moment. There's just absolutely no way, and so, but. Well, I guess we shall see what's going to happen there. There was another player rumored, by the way, and his name is he's Azan Udrago. That's not good. Let me see. I'm gonna put it.
Sounds Turkish, that.
But
he is. Yeah, I put it in the
way
private
you
chat right
put
there.
your surnames, it could be anybody.
It could be anybody, man. Hey, by the way, I think we're coming with a segment once a year or maybe once a week where you guys are going to give me names of different players and I'm going to pronounce it. If I get 2 out of 5 right, then you guys got to buy me something. Anyways.
The moment you said that, I had a name in mind.
Yeah, he plays for Schalke. Bayern Munich might be interested. Let's see where this guy's from. Player value.
Spell his name.
Right there, man. I sent it in the private chat. 18 years old, 6'4", midfielder, German. Been hurt though, man. He's been hurt a lot. Man, what's up
If
with
he's
all these
18
hurt
and he's
players?
been injured a few times, then stay away.
Well, that's the same thing with what was that player we were tied to? Was it Neto? That he's only 24 or something, and
from Wolves.
Yeah, man. Some people
he's always injured 4 or 5 times a season. He got injured against us twice this season.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's good. He's a talented player, but Some people were saying, "Well, he's young. You can take a chance." No, you can't. What the hell does that
No.
mean?
Not the way we play with a high press and high intensity. No chance.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to my guy Ian Fleming, who I was just reading comments earlier when I was teaching my boy play baseball, and he's had somebody that he knows dearly pass away. So my condolences to you, Ian. I hope everything is well. Keep up, stay in good spirits. And yeah, man, you're a valuable mod to our channel. So just thoughts are with you, my friend. Hope you're doing well, and obviously condolences to their family as well. Hope that everything is well, and time heal things, as they say. I know it could be
Well,
bullshit sometimes, but
Hassan
yeah. What about it?
Wedrogu
You butcher that one
is
too.
no Wedrogu. He's got some phenomenal stats there. He's in the top 1% for successful take-ons, top 3% for touches in the opponent's penalty box,
So
top 20 for progressive passes. Oh, that's progressive passes received. Top 1% for non-penalty goals. Top 4% for XG. So he's
Let me look at.
outperforming his XG, and he has 2.5 shots a game.
Man, you love XG so much, man. I don't
that
understand.
sounds
You
very
must
good.
wank off to it. But me, I go straight. So now after this
Never
season,
seen the name before.
after this season, I go straight to the bottom. Right now, he's out on an ankle injury. By the way, his return is unknown right now at this moment. But there's a tab that I go to immediately: stats, all the way to injury history. After this season, I don't care about anything else. You might be a striker that hasn't scored in 10 years, but as long as you don't get hurt, I might look at you.
You
In
get to it when you
2023,
come here.
look at this 23-24 season, right? You've had since October 23, that was just last year, by the way. Hamstring injury, 11 days. After that, in November, just less than a month later, syndesmotic ligament tear. Should have just said ligament tear. Fuck.
No idea what that was.
That was 96 days out. And then for fitness, 12 days out. I don't know what the hell that means. Or he was just like
He
not ready to come
recovered,
back.
but his
His
match fitness was late.
abductor pain, 12 days, April 12th. And this month, ankle injury. Look, it's just too many, man. Too many. And before that, he had an unknown injury. He was out 67 days. So yeah, a total of 139 days plus 67. Look at that. Over 200 days missing. And that was his first season, 22-23. So he's never been healthy, to be honest. Not one season healthy. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Sorry,
Yeah, I'm along with you.
Drogo. So people people have this misconception that when you're young, it's okay because you're gonna get. That makes no sense. Look at many cases. The Barcelona kid, who was gonna be a wonder kid, they got one now, but the other one is Fati, and he's hurt all over, and it just doesn't get better because it becomes chronic. Especially these young agile players that have no muscle really. They just keep getting hurt over, and they play them over time. A lot of games. So yeah, I mean, it's listen, we're just gonna move on from that. All right. Well, I got some stats for you folks. I got some fun facts. Are you guys ready for them? It's quiz time.
Yeah.
No, there we go. It's quiz time, and everybody in the chat as well. Come on. Let me see. Wait, where is it? Oh, let me pull it up. I knew I was gonna lose it, man. I told you, man. I knew I was gonna lose it, you little twat. Please hit the likes,
What
folks.
you been
Hit the
doing in
likes.
Malaysia, Tom?
Let me pull it up. I knew I was gonna lose it, man. I told you, man. I knew I was gonna lose it, you little twat. Please hit the likes, folks. Hit the likes. Hit the likes.
What you been doing in Malaysia, Tom?
Dummy, talking to you. Man.
What you been doing in Malaysia?
To be honest, I've been trying to plan a bunch of stuff going on with the lads here because postseason, like I said, taking the time to, because okay, we got a bunch of stuff planned besides the football games which are going on continuously. Trying to plan for some of the lads to meet up for the Euro games. I'm in touch with some of the travel people, trying to get some packages for Malaysians to visit St. James's Park for games and all that. So I'm trying to work at some stuff behind the scenes.
That's
On
good,
top
brother.
on top of that, I'm also chasing my own factory contacts for the next season jerseys because I'm supplying for our football teams and all that. So trying to get some stuff going on.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, man, Magus was saying thoughts with the Greenfield victims on your side of the pond as well. Yeah, tornadoes been unbelievable, crazy. Last few days, we get tornadoes all the time in my area around the summer. Perfect weather for it. So yeah, it gets nuts. Never been hit, always around, but just knock on wood. All right, let's go to the fun facts that we got today. So, what happened? Quiz time, folks. What happened? You guys are not gonna know this. Mighty Win maybe because he was 12 when this happened. Who was born in 1881? 1881. Newcastle legend. 1881. Come on, Mighty Win. Everybody in the chat. Come on. Mighty Win was 20 when he was born, 1881.
I know who
So,
it is.
yeah, it's a famous Toon legend. Somebody would say the first, the originator, the originator, or for as far as Toon legends.
Wasn't Colin Veach, was it?
That's it, man. Colin Veach,
Hey, Mr. Newcastle.
1881. Newcastle
I
legend,
thought
Colin
it was his
Veach.
birthday today, by the way.
Yeah,
But he
today
was
was
definitely
yesterday.
the first legend.
Yesterday was his birthday. Where was he born though?
He was born
Yeah,
in.
Or
He
Nick
lived
Pike,
in
yeah.
Heaton.
Was he Heaton? That's what I said.
Heaton is
Yeah,
great.
yeah, man.
There's a blue plaque on the door where he lived. I didn't realize he was actually born there.
Yeah. So yeah, in Heaton, international England player as well. He played for us between 1899 and 1914, winning 3 league titles, league championships, 1 FA Cup, and was a FA Cup finalist 5 times. He played 322 times, scoring 49 goals. A great player nonetheless. So he's got a plaque. When is it? What is it?
And
Colin
then
Veach
not
in Stratford Villas.
only did that, he was the first. He formed a players' committee, so they were the first players' committee who picked their own team effectively, because he played in the same side as McCracken, who
Right.
they had to change the offside law because they devised a way to beat the offside law and all of that.
Yeah. But look, David, look, coincidentally, David Veach is a commentator today. Wait, there's no way you're not related to that Veach, man. How many Veaches have you met in your life? Well, that's the
Veach is quite a common name.
Is it?
Yeah.
That sounded a little bit fun for like Roy smiled.
Banani.
How many Veaches have you? I said Veach, man, Veach. But okay, well, I guess it is common. That's for the only 2 I've heard. I've heard of these 2, the legend, and of course our commentator.
He was a playwright. He wrote plays. He was an impresario. He founded the People's Theatre, which still goes on in Newcastle. Then he became a reporter. He was a scientist. He was a jack of all trades and a master of most of them that he took up after he finished football.
Yeah. Oh, loads of Veaches in Newcastle says. Okay, well, it's my first time. All right, I got another one though. Got another one on this day, and that was yesterday, the 21st. And we got a quiz, Mighty Win. Come on, man.
I've just been to a quiz.
On this day, 21st, yesterday, but about the same. That you guys are not going to get it right anyway. 1969, 1969.
What, he was born?
No, let me get to it. What happened in Newcastle with the club in 1969?
Well,
We
we're
won
about
the
the right.
first cup.
We're about the right time of year for the first cup.
Yeah.
Well, let me read
So-
it. After entering European football for the first time, in Newcastle United beats Glasgow Rangers
I was there.
2-0 at St James's Park
The
in
Battle
the
of St. James's.
Oh, that was
in
the when the big fight happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. And
Yeah.
in the semifinal of the European Fairs Cup, and booked a place in the final, which we would go on to win. Who scored the goals?
Jim Scott, Jackie Sinclair.
Hey, why I met?
Yeah.
Goals from Scott and
wasn't born,
Sinclair
so
for
I
the
don't
Mags
remember.
into the finals. What unbelievable scenes, by the way, man. These pictures
That was
are
after a 0-0 draw at Ibrox, where I also was,
yeah.
and that was where McFall saved a penalty.
Right. By the way, if you know of anything coming up, any fun facts, because I love all these facts, by the way, put it on the hashtag me on Twitter at NUFC Talk TV, and I'll be able to get those. Because some might might just go through and won't be there. But shout out to United. He puts up a lot of stats like this, unbelievable stuff. But Dam, you were saying?
No, I wasn't
Got
saying
the
anything
book one
because
second.
I just heard Mighty Win saying that he was there for the
I told you he was old, man.
and then then I'm looking at the lineup, and then there's Win Davis there.
That's my man.
Hell yeah, man. I told you he was old. Look at that. Newcastle United on
Got the
this.
book.
Hey, why,
Oh,
man? No. Don't be spoiling anything, man. Don't be
well, no,
spoiling
I
anything.
can make more quizzes, ask more questions. Have you got the same book?
Yeah. So don't fuck it up. But we
Oh,
gotta
you got the same
we,
book.
we gotta keep going, man. We can't just do it all tonight.
Oh,
But
okay.
anyways, I got one though.
Just
I got one. What happened May 20th? Who was born in 1957? Player for the Toon. 1957. Going
Bit
once.
older than me.
Going twice. Going thrice.
Bob
Kevin
Monker?
Keegan.
No, man.
No,
Kevin-
Kevin Keegan.
no?
Kevin Keegan's the 14th of February, Valentine's Day.
No, well, this will be the 20th
Oh.
of May, and for 1957.
Yeah.
Well,
Bobby
it is.
Monker?
It is
Oh
none
no, that's
other.
after me, man. He's younger than me. Let's have a guess. Let's have a 5-year younger than me. Try Jeff Allen.
Nope.
No, he's older than me, man. What am I talking about?
Wrong.
Younger than me. So
Give up, old man.
go on, I give up then.
His name is Mark McGee.
Mark
Mark McGee, man. You would never know that. But he
I wouldn't have
scored.
guessed.
Well, I'll tell you what you don't know about Mark McGee.
He also played for a club in 3 different decades: the 70s, the 80s,
That's
and
us.
the 90s.
And so,
Don't mess with me, man. I know history. It's my thing.
Okay then. So who played for Newcastle in the 60s, 70s, and 80s? Mark McGee was the 70s, 80s, and 90s. Who was the 60s, 70s, 80s?
Oh, we had a defender, man. Yeah.
60s.
Go on, get your fingers working.
Because it'll always be like 68, 69, and then it goes through the whole
Yeah.
70s, and then it'll be like 81, 82, and that's it. So it'll be like 14.
Glenn Roeder.
No,
No, man. No.
you don't get it. Like Mark McGee, he had 2 Newcastle careers. He played for us, then went away, then came back. John Craggs.
Oh, no,
Fullback.
that's
I wouldn't have guessed.
yeah.
Yeah, they were famous old Newcastle quiz questions, those two.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is. Oh, and by the way, obviously we mentioned it yesterday, but yesterday was Laurent Robert's birthday. So happy birthday to Laurent. Was he a proper footballer or what?
Yeah, well, I'm
Yes.
saying go on the website. I did a tribute to him yesterday on his birthday.
Yeah. Go onto the
Go on the
website,
website and click on the link.
TV.
Click on the link to Robert's 30 goals, and you tell me that he's not better than Ginola.
Well, that's a good one.
He's got one of the sweetest kicks I've seen in my life.
One of my proper heroes. Loved him. Absolutely loved him.
That's right.
We like
All
him
right,
in
folks.
wearing Speedos.
What, sorry?
Well, when he took his clothes off.
Speedos,
Oh yeah. that was him telling Soonest to telling Graham Sourface to push his bike.
Hell yeah.
I want to have a better expression.
Well, I think it was they were not speeders; they were Y fronts.
Just
all right.
stripped off all his clothes, his boots hide, his boots to the crowd, his socks to the crowd, his shorts to the crowd. Little silver boxers.
Legend.
That's right.
Not
man.
even boxers.
But
no, they were they were literally short, man.
Have you seen the movie Goal?
Yeah,
a lot of the scenes from distance is actually him. So when the lad scored against Liverpool, the lad, Santiago Nunes scored against Liverpool, it was actually his.
That was his goal.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the free kicks he put in were just incredible, man. And his best two for me, well, his best one for me was Fulham, which should have won with the game, but
only
didn't.
played.
How he turns around in the air and gets the volley in, just miraculous. But the two against Spurs as well, the first volley and then the cannonball, the second one, fantastic, man.
He was great.
You wanna?
Why did he leave anyway? Why did he leave?
Because he didn't work hard enough for Souness.
Yeah, flipping Souness, man, bellend.
I'll tell you what we'll do though, quickly, just to finish off the show. We shall do this right here. Let me see. Propa goal, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to show it quickly and briefly. And it is Laurent Robert's goal against Liverpool. Come on, man, quickly. Before we get... Oh, my gosh, look at all these. It's TikTok. Look at that. Bang!
That's the Fulham one.
Oh, no, that's Liverpool, man. That's against Liverpool.
No. His Liverpool.
Oh, that's Fulham.
Liverpool was a rocket.
Oh, but that is proper right there.
He scored 3 against Liverpool.
That is proper right there, man. All right.
Well, that's my favorite.
Which one? This one that I show you?
That one there, yeah. The Fulham.
How
he does it, just weird.
Liverpool was my favorite.
Yeah, that's good, man. Anyways, folks, I appreciate you for watching. Hit the like, subscribe. I'm sorry for being late. Not changing the time, rather. Veer Watkins says on this day today, Chris started the show late. Anyways, yeah.
Just for the viewers, me, I mean, no.
I mean, a Predator. I didn't say Lorraine, man. I said Laurent.
No, but Dom's in Malaysia, so he's got up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do this.
Yeah, man. Amazing.
So when we used to do it at 10 o'clock, he was having to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to do it. So that's why we're trying to accommodate our Far Eastern guests.
That's right. That's right.
Wait, I've got something that happened on the 20th of May in Malaysia.
Ah, yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What happened?
Emery Varadi scores the only goal of the game as Newcastle beat a Malaysia Select 11 in Kuala Lumpur in the second.
Oh, that's 2004. 2004, innit? Yeah,
It was 90. No, it was 83.
Oh, okay, wait. 83. That was when I think Keegan came over to Malaysia. So he played with us. He joined our Malaysian team. Yeah, I remember that. It's called Pesta. Okay, I mean the event is called Pesta Bola, which is translated from the Malay language as in a ball festival. So yeah, so it's like a football festival. So Pesta Bola 1983. Yeah, there's one of okay. Just a minor thing is that if you try to join the Toon Army Malaysia Facebook group, one of the questions that they ask before they let you join, one of the questions they ask you as a quiz was that, like, in 1983, like which Newcastle legend played for the Malaysian played with the Malaysian national team, and it was Keegan, 83.
That's hilarious, man.
There you go. You see, you learn something every day.
Look at
That's
that
right.
photo, man.
Yeah, proper.
Look at that.
Anyways, folks, it's been a great show. Tomorrow, Check out by the way, the streams are all scheduled this week, so check it out on the channel, what time and stuff. We'll have the right time. Again, tomorrow will be, not again, but tomorrow will be 10 p.m., 10 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. USA Central Time.
And
Tomorrow,
we're doing a giveaway tomorrow
what is it?
on the.
You're going to give something away?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bozo's virginity.
Ah, that book. Yeah. Yeah. So become a member. Get your book. That is an amazing book, by the way. Become a member right now if you're not already. Predator, you used to be a member, man. What's happening? You were a member before, brother. Come on back. Come on back to the bright side. Tomorrow we have the end of the season awards. Who is it going to be, ladies and gents? Who is going to be your favorite pundit? There's no lying, by the way, and all votes are
Together we can
anonymous.
make history.
Yeah, there you go.
Vote here.
Believe
Don't vote
me,
for those
together
numpties,
we
man.
can change history.
Yeah. Vote here.
Tomorrow-
Don't vote for the numpties.
Listen, you can vote for your best player of the season. You can vote for the worst player. That's the Numpty Award. Best player the youngest player. That's the Bonnie Lad Award. It goes to somebody. You know, you have Valentino Livramento, Louis Miley. You have all that, and of course, the most important part is who's your favorite pundit. Is it just me, the American Mac? Look at this smile. Vote for me,
Not
ladies
those
and
two
gentlemen.
fuckers. No
Vote
chance,
for me.
No chance.
Hey, come on now. Do the right thing. You know what it is. You know what time it is.
No.
And if
no,
you want to vote for the newcomer, also Malaysia Dom is there. DXK, Gary, I believe, is there as well.
Yeah, vote
Amazing.
here.
So come on now.
Vote this guy. Don't vote this guy.
Anyways, I appreciate your support. Become a member, please. It helps us out a lot. Membership is what keeps this channel running right now. So help us out. And we will see you tomorrow at 10 p.m. for the end of the season awards. Now we should go sleepy time like this man right here.
Yeah, look at that. For that only, I'll vote for him then.
Sleepy. We'll see you later, folks. Bye-bye.